What is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you to the good, the bad, the awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So when I see it, you see it. My first reactions, all that good stuff. So if you like to see what I see, hit that like and subscribe, get notified when we have new videos. So today's video is very special because I won something again from an amazing website called, or Facebook page called TF Underground, but I don't want to promote that. I want to promote a new Facebook group. And so this right here, I won from a gentleman by the name of Tim Reagan, and Tim has started a very new Facebook group called TF Underground Shop. Not necessarily a sponsor to this video. If you want to sponsor Tim, you can, but definitely a really great place to kind of look and see where you can get third-party Transformers. You can also get hot toys, all sorts of different things. He has them for pre-order, has them for sale, gonna have giveaways, gonna have all sorts of stuff that goes on. So I would encourage you to check out that Facebook group, and I'll put a link in the description down below. But check out that Facebook group. Right now they're running a giveaway for a Fans Toys Jester, as well as some 3-0 figures. So definitely check that out. His prices are better than the prices you can find here domestically from TF Source or Big Bad Toy Store or Chosen Prime. Tim is doing an amazing job there, and I hope this takes off for you, Tim. TF Underground Shop, go check it out. But we are going to take a look at this guy because I won this from Tim from TF Underground. And this is the Newage Lucifer, aka not Starscream. So we're going to take a look at it, see how it is, and tell you my first reactions to all these beautiful legend scale figures, and see if this is worth to get. So let's do it. So here it is, folks. Newage Legendary Heroes 13C Lucifer, or cartoon colored, I believe is this one here, from yeah, again, the company Newage. And it's a legend scale bot, which means it's kind of I like to say with legend scale, they are masterpiece level transformation and articulation in such an itty bitty package, so which is really cool. Thank you once again to Tim Reagan at Transformers Underground for again for the win on this thing, but also check out his Facebook page to order some really cool bots at TF Underground Shop. But here is the box for this baby. It looks really cool. It looks kind of G1-ish with the artwork and the way it did. This is kind of a tribute to the G1 here. And there is the side, shows it to you. Love this view of Soundwave Megatron and Starscream ready just to blast Megatron. And then of course another view there, but that is it. That's the box. But let's get it out of the box and onto my table. Let's do it now. Here it all is, folks, out of the box onto my table. Everything that is in the box for Newage H13C Lucifer, aka Starscream. And what you get is you get a lot of stuff. So first we'll start with this. This is of course the instructions on how to transform him. Now here's the thing with Newage. Newage's transformations are not as difficult as Magic Squares. I'll have to give that to Newage. Newage's transformations are actually not as difficult as Magic Squares. This is really cool. So, and I'll show you this here in just a little bit. But you get a flight stand, but it also turns into the space bridge if you collect the other Seekers, which is really cool on that. So there is also, so here is that stand. It's a flight stand. All the stuff you need to make Starscream fly is right here underneath. So that's awesome with this part too as well. So you get all of that. So we'll put that to the side. You get some blast effects. So these are like thruster effects that you get, which is really cool. You also get these like null ray effects here, made out of a hard plastic. So they're not a soft plastic. Love, of course, you always get a Megatron with a Starscream. So that way he can blast away poor Brawn and Ironhide and Ratchet. Oh, so sad. Anyway, but you also get an alternate face here. I don't know if you can kind of see that face there. It looks very cool. Excellent. You get these two weapons here. You get his null rays. Very nice made, very good molded plastic. And you get these 2 sets of hands here too as well. You just kind of pop them off of here, and then you can put those hands on, so that way you can have different kind of poses and things like that you can. And then you get Starscream himself here, and he feels really good. I mean, you can tell there's a distinct difference when you feel the plastic of Newage versus the plastic of like Magic Square. Now, there are 3 main big Legend Scale companies out there that make Legend Scale bots, and so Newage is one of them, Magic Square is the other, and then Iron Factory would be the third. Now, there are more than those 3, but those are the 3 big players that are out there. But looks really, really nice. I mean, look at that. I mean, just love the F-15 look. Underneath, you can kind of tell it's a robot in a plane. So pretty much just like normally with all the rest of the stuff, it's a robot that's hidden into a plane, so you can kind of see the arms, the legs, the torso, the head's kind of hidden right there. But really love the feel. You got some die cast in here too as well. You got the plastic. This is one of the better looking, I would say, Newage. One of the things that I don't like about Newage is there's always a lot of like lines and, you know, screws and stuff like that you can see, but this one actually is a really, really good looking one. So I'm really excited about this one. I think it looks great. It looks awesome. I love the color here, this gray. The F-15 was one of my favorite jets that was out there. As a kid, I said I wanted to fly it, and then I became 6 feet tall. So pilot was out of the cards for me. So about 6 inches long right there is what you got with this baby. So yep, and he doesn't roll. I don't know if he has landing gears or not. I don't think they do, but you know, let me pull this foot up just in case. Doesn't look like there's a landing gear back there or anything like that. So, but you do get the, like I said, the flight stand, which will be really, really cool that we can kind of put it on, and we'll put it on there to when we do some poses and stuff with it. But there it is, folks. That is Starscream in a nutshell right there. Just really, really nice. And so when you want to compare them, I'm going to bring in my core class Starscream so you can kind of see from a size standpoint. So core class a lot smaller, but just definitely love the look here. Much better on this Legend Scale. It's built pretty solid. Now you will be paying a price for these Legend Scale figures. I believe this guy you probably pick up front for about $60, $60 to $70, whereas this is $9, right? So you get what you pay for on that. So yeah, there it is underneath. You can kind of see some of the differences there, but still you can tell it's a robot in a plane. But that's how big he is compared to core class Starscream. And then let me bring in a just Blitzwing here. This is the Transformers. I'm going to say it's the Legacy Blitzwing or the Earthwise, but I don't know. It's one of those two. But they are together. You can kind of see he's way big than this jet right here. So that is it for these guys. And so let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's transform this into robot mode. I'll do that off camera so that way you don't watch me struggle with transforming him. So let's do it. So here he is in robot mode. Starscream. I mean Lucifer, not Starscream. Lucifer. Thank you to Toys R Us who helped with the transformation video. Really walked it through, did a great job. I'm going to put a link to the video down below so that way you could check it out as well and support that channel. But very simple transformation. A lot simpler than like a Magic Square or something like that. So very easy to do, not frustrating at all. I didn't get lost in any spots or anything like that. There are some tight spots, but other than that, it's this thing's built solid. It is built really solid, and I really enjoy it. So let's bring it in for a closer look. There is Starscream and his face. And there is the body right here, so you can kind of see how everything looks. There he is from the front to the side, back, side, and front. But love the color scheme, love the look of him. There are some things that I don't like about the robot mode here on this guy. So first of all, the legs, this just, I mean, it all kind of folds in on itself, but I I mean, it's an okay solution. I know one of the things that I like that Magic Square does is they would hide this stuff much better. But that's probably why it's so intricate to transform, is because that stuff gets hidden. And he's also a little back heavy, so you gotta, posing him is a little struggle here because he's a little back heavy. You can kind of see he just kind of has a tendency to want to fall backwards because of this backpack here of his wings and things like that. So not weighted quite the best. So you got to kind of mess with him to get him to stand. So there we go. Got him standing here, looking a little forward. And then these are just a bit loose. So that's something else too. I'm sure you can tighten it up, but it's a little bit loose from my taste. So like, for example, you go to put the leg up, and it just does not want to hold in place. Now it will hold up that way, it will hold back, but side, nope, no side hold on that. So from a height standpoint, let's bring in if I can get him standing, let me put him down like that, and so we'll just measure him this way like that, so I don't have to bug him standing. So from stem to stern, he's about 5 inches, 4 3/4 of an inch, pretty much there, on the not the metric system, but on the whatever we call it, the imperial system there. But that is how tall he is. Now, what's really cool is his hands, his fists, they do kind of pop off, and you can kind of pop in the new things. Now, I don't see much difference in the head. It looks like it's just the same head, and maybe I'm supposed to get a different head, but I just got the same head. I don't know if you can kind of see that. They both are the same one. I can't really tell a difference between the two, but maybe that was just an error in the packing. I don't know if you have this. Did you get 2 different heads, or did you get 2 of the same head on there? Maybe it's because you need another head in life to get a head in life, or whatever it may be. But articulation wise, you do have quite a bit of articulation. I mean, the head will pop all the way back if you want to do kind of the flight pose. The arms all the way up. Let me get that null ray out of the way. You do have all sorts of bend. You have the twisty twist right there. Let me get this up. And so this is the thing too, is you just gotta kind of work it. It's all on ball joints, and those ball joints are not hidden very well, but that's okay. The other thing you got is the waist twist, but it doesn't twist 360, so you don't get a 360, and you don't really get, you get a little bit of an ab crunch, but it's not that big of an ab crunch on it. It's just basically, you can kind of see right here, it just pops off right there. And then of course the legs we already kind of saw. There's the front kick, and now the front's just not wanting to kind of stay up the side. You do get 90-degree bend, and then you get the ankle tilt here, and then the foot tilt too as well on that. So from a articulation standpoint, you got all of those things with beautiful Starscream. So let's bring in some other bots to compare him to. Let me try to get him to stand, and we'll bring in some other ones to compare him. All right, we have Lucifer in the background there. And so let's bring in a Newage bot here. This is Newage's Mirage. So you can kind of see from a scale standpoint, Newage will scale with Newage. Not really quite as well with Magic Square, but it's, it's a matter of centimeters on that. So there is Mirage, and this is Magic Square's Light of Peace, or Light of Victory, one of those two, Optimus Prime there. So you can kind of see from a scale standpoint with Magic Square how this Newage bot kind of scales together. So let's bring these two out of the way right now, and we'll bring in, let's bring in original Starscream. This is the 40th anniversary, not the 40th anniversary, this is the retro reissue Transformers the movie that they had out. And then we got the Voyager class Starscream right there, so you can kind of see from a size standpoint how Newage kind of fits in there, so you can kind of see there. And then we'll bring in good old leader class. I don't know if I can get him in the frame here. Grimlock. Let's move you out of the way and bring in Grimlock. And so you can see way how much bigger Grimlock is to Lucifer there. But that is how he all scales with these different bots of different sizes. But let's get back together. Let's go talk to Jimmy in the chair and get his final thoughts on Newage Lucifer, and if he is the seeker you need to seek out. Thank you, Jimmy, over in the review and for turning it back to me. So let's talk about my final thoughts on Newage's Lucifer, aka not Starscream, and so let's bring him in. First of all, a couple people to thank. Thanks again to Toys R Us for the transformation video that really helped out in transforming him. I'm a more visual kind of person, that if I can see it being done, then I can do it, versus looking at instructions, and sometimes those instructions are just not that good. And thank you again to Tim Reagan at TF Transformers Underground. If you're not a part of that group where you can win some fabulous prizes, definitely make sure you do that, and also be a part of his new group, TF Underground Store, where you can buy some stuff for some really great prices on that too as well. So my thoughts on this guy, oh, I forgot to show you, you do have thigh rotation right there, so yeah, there you go. My thoughts on this guy, I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with him. What I love about him, I think the engineering on this guy is phenomenal. The build feels really good. The plastic feels real good. The engineering, the way they put it all together looks really great. The articulation is top notch on that. However, some of the tolerances is where I have my issues. So like, for example, in the legs, he's a little back heavy here, so he will fall backwards a lot, but in the legs, they just don't like to stay up. So there you go. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe that's just my copy. Maybe it is not. Maybe that's how it is with all others. But it seems like a lot of my Newage bots are a little bit loose when you get them to the robot mode and things like that. So, so if he's a little heavy, and then the only other thing too is, I mean, the right here you have the legs just kind of folding in on each other. I think that engineering could have been a little bit better, but of course, I mean, it still works. It is good on that. There's some gappiness in some parts here, but other than that, I mean, it's a really good bot. And I had Magic Squares, but I never opened it up. So I need to get Magic Square Seekers to kind of do a comparison between the two. But this Newage one, I am digging here. So I think it is a really great little bot. Oh, I just just discovered landing gears. Womp womp. So, I think he's a really great bot. I think it's something that you really enjoy. Now, you do pay a premium for these little legend scale figures. Like, you're looking for him, he's probably going to be about $60, $70 overseas. In the States, you're probably going to look about $100 for this guy. On a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would say he's a very good, not quite to the awesome stage, just because of those few little nitpicky things for me right now. But of course, if I revisit him later on, I will let you know and I'll update this review. I do love the fact that he does come with a flight stand, but that is just the little things about him that just I like and I hate. But you make your own decisions whether you want to get this Lucifer or not on that. So tune in next time when we talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and become a member. I'm just kidding. Be awesome. Let's be awesome. Be awesome. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.